Hi and welcome back to another fly tying tutorial. This fly is a really cool fly. I've been, it's a fly that's been around for a couple of years, and it's one of those fish catcher flies. I don't know how many of you guys that's been asking me to do this tutorial of this fly, and finally I'm gonna do the tutorial. So this is the fly. It's tied by Jørn. I'm gonna leave a link to his Instagram page. It's a pretty simple fly, but as always, it's a challenge for me to do tutorial. I need to find out how to describe what I'm doing. And thanks for the help, Jørn. It was really cool to have contact with you and to figure out this fly. And as always, you will find the skipped intro, a link down below in the description, and also a complete material list of the fly down below, and also a link to my sponsor, Nordisk Fiskeutstyr. They provide me with the materials for this fly. So yeah. This fly is a all year round fly. I think Jørn has caught sea trout, sea bass and salmon. And the more I look on the fly, the more I've been tying it for a couple of days. It's a really cool fly, and it really moves in the water, So because of the lead and the shape of the fly, you can see here in the front it's like a plow, and when you get this weight, it's really cool. So thanks a lot again. I'm also going to leave a link to my Patreon page if you want to become a patron. Okay, are we ready? We're going to go through the materials. For hook, I'm using the Gamakatsu F3/4 in a size 8. So this is actually a pretty small fly. Here is one of the flies Jørn has tied. Can you see? It's a really small fly, and that's important. We're gonna tie. It's gonna be a pretty small fly. So that's the hook. For dubbing, we're gonna use Ice Dub UV Cinnamon. Ice Dub UV Cinnamon. And for tail, we're gonna use this stuff. This is from Wapsi, Agora goat. I'm gonna put up a picture of the dubbing here. And for eyes, we're going to use pretty big eyes. So these are actually 5mm holographic red from Sybai. Nice. And we're going to use some lead. I have 0.60 millimeters lead. So I'm going to use one pass, but you can use, if you have some thinner stuff, you can use two. It's important to weight down the fly. Okay, and for thread, we're going to use, I'm going to use some red Uni 6.0. And we're going to use some super glue. And, it can be tricky to glue the eyes on this fly. But when you finish off it with a dubbing loop and you comb it back and use some super glue, I have a little trick for you guys. Something I thought of for a couple of days ago. I'm going to use some baking soda. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I've done it now for a couple of days, and the eyes really stick to the fly. So we're going to use some super glue. I have from Wapsi. This stuff. It really works great, and I find it's easier to use a little bit thicker super glue. It kind of helps. Okay, that's it. Yeah, should we start? Okay, let's start. So here you can see the fly. Can you see the tail? Really thin tail. And I'm going to show you how you get this tail to go like that. It's going to be straight in the water, but it really looks cool when it's all dried up. Can you see? And you got this dubbing over the fly and the eyes. Can you see the eyes? It's really important the eyes are tied in like a plow. Here we go. And start off by tying in your thread. And now, can you see I'm starting here? That's very important. We're going to plan out this fly, and it's so important to start 2 to 3 millimeters behind the eye, because we're going to finish this fly with the dubbing loop, so we need that space. That's really important. 3 millimeters, okay? So we're going to tie in the tail, and we're going to pull out some dubbing, Angora goat. Don't overdo it. A little bit more, like that. I'm going to line the fibers. This is really important. I'm going to use the 3 finger grip, you know, like that, like that, like that. Can you see? Pull it from each other and put it on top. And we're going to grab a hold of the center point. Can you see the center point? Like that. Around there, and we're going to pull this apart. This is really tricky to show you guys, but I'm grabbing the middle of the bundle and I'm just pulling it apart a little bit, so it gets a little bit longer. Try that. I think, yeah, it works. So tie it in the middle, just by the hook point, and tie all the way down to the barb. Can you see? And go up again. Ooh, I'm going to fold this in 2. Pull it back and keep it on top. Keep the tail on top, go all the way back to the tying point by the barb and go forwards again. And stop there. Can you see? That's it. This tail is about 4 to 5 centimeters long, this tail. Okay? All right, we're gonna tie in the lead. So here's my lead. And now, also important, stop. Don't push it all the way in the hook eye. Start there, grab it. I'm gonna tie it in underneath. That's really important too. Make sure it's underneath and tie it all the way back to the tying point by the tail. I'm going to use some old snippers, clippers, sex scissors. Underneath. Secure it, go forwards again. Make sure it's underneath. Can you see? Underneath. Yeah. And you see, I've still got the space in the front. Okay? It's a really cool fly, and yeah, I'm going to use this fly as well. Okay, so now we're going to start with the dubbing. Ice dub, UV, cinnamon. I'm going to start off, we're going to do 3 passes on this fly. So we're going to start off by pulling out some dubbing. And this is going to be a thick fly, okay? But don't overdo it. Make a fairly thin dubbing noodle. Start in the front, and I'm gonna fasten the dubbing in the front. I'm gonna take a couple of turns on the spot, compress it. I'm gonna hold. I've been spinning up, and I'm holding the thread and the dubbing in the bottom, because then this is gonna get compressed. So go back. Don't let go. Comb it with your finger as well. Go back, all the way back. Pull it. Make it nice and tight. Hold and pull it. Nice and firm body. That's really important. I need some more. This is the first pass. Can you see? I'm dubbing on the thread. Twist, 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 and lock it and hold. Go forwards again. And stop there. Don't go past this point, okay? Don't go past this point. And by locking down the dubbing as you go, you're going to make this nice and compact body. That's really important. Okay, that's the first pass. We're going to go one more time, but now we're going to stop. Before we're not going to go all the way down, because we're going to make a a tapered body. Start in the front. You can see I'm securing it with my finger, combing it over. Go back. This is a little bit hard to do, but lock it down in the back. Compress. Go back. I'm going to have some more dubbing. You're going to use a lot of dubbing on this fly. but you're also gonna catch a lot of fish. So yeah, twist. And now we're gonna stop just by the hook point. Can you see? Stop there and go forwards again. Nice and tight. Pull it, compact body. Really important to have a compact body. Pull out some more dubbing. We're looking for a 5 centimeters thick body on the thickest part, okay? Even more dubbing, you know, but it's important to do the passes, okay? Yeah. Stop there, secure it with your finger, and we're gonna do the last pass. A little bit more dubbing. Oh, it's so cool. I'm gonna fish this fly. I'm gonna test it out this winter. Yeah, pull it. Can you see you get this nice segmented body as well? Now, there we go. That's the thickness we want. I'm gonna go back again. Now I'm the center of the body, can you see? Stop there and go forwards again, a little bit more. And it was really cool. I had a FaceTime with Jørn, and he was like, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do it like that, you need to do it like that. He's been tying this fly for, you know, he has tied hundreds of this fly. He also sells them. If you want to order some flies from him, you can check him out here and you can order some flies from him. So he knows how to do it, and that, I love that. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna finish off in the front. But use your finger to help it out, because if you don't, this is gonna fall down. Yeah, okay, go in the front. Now, we're gonna secure this part by pulling everything back. Hold it with a three finger grip, go forwards, and go back again. And push the thread towards the body, like that. Now it's secured. Can you see that? You got this really nice thing. So when you put on the dubbing loop, the fibers are going to, you know, create this beautiful, and the fibers that goes like over like this and to the tail is going to get a lot of movement because of the shape of the body. All right, now we're going to brush, and we're going to brush half of the fly. I'm going to stop there and just brush a little bit behind there, all the way around, okay? So I have a brush here where I have Velcro all the way around. It's just, you know, yeah. So I'm going to start there, brush, brush, brush. Be careful. Now, since you made this nice compact body, this is not going to fall apart. I'm going to take our three finger grip, pull it back and check it. And you're looking for some fibers going over the tail. So I'm gonna need some more hair, over here, like that. Have another look. Make sure you have some all the way around. Oh yeah, I'm there. That's a little bit more there. Okay, like that. So now we're gonna tie in a dubbing loop. Make a dubbing loop. You don't need a very big one. Go back and forwards. Put in your trusted old dubbing twister, you know. Oh, I love this dubbing twister. Like that. So we're gonna put in some dubbing, the same dubbing, ice dub, UV cinnamon. And I'm also gonna pull out, you don't need much. You really don't want any more like that in the length, and really sparse, okay? So pull out a little bit of dubbing, don't overdo it. I think that's a little bit too much, like that. And we're gonna align the fibers again. Use the three finger grip, pull it from each other, put it on top, pull it from each other, put it on top, pull it from each other, put it underneath, like that. And grab it and put this in your dubbing loop. Don't overdo it. Please, please, please don't overdo it. Can you see? It's a pretty small dubbing amount of dubbing. Spin it. Let go, brush it so you can see the thread again. That's also really important. You don't want to make any bulk here, so brush, 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 brush. A little bit more, spin, spin, spin. Can you see? Can you see the thread? That's really important. You don't want to make any bulk. So now we're gonna put on our dubbing loop, pull them back. Really make sure you pull everything back. Hold it back and push the dubbing loop towards the body, you know? Like that. Make sure it's all the way in there. That's really important. Pull them back, yeah. Continue, continue, pull it back. And now you have a lot of space for your finish your head. That's really important. Oh yes, oh yes. Tie it off. Boom, boom, secure it. Boom, boom, make a nice head. I'm gonna leave my dubbing twister here. Pull everything back. 3-finger grip. Make a nice red head. Can you see? Where is my dubbing twister? No, where is my whip finish? Tool, like that, sweep, bada boom, nice head, bim, bada bim, snip off, and now we're gonna glue on the eyes. Oh yes, and I'm gonna comb out the fibers. It's really important to make sure you have this all the way around. Can you see? Make sure they are all the way around. And one other thing you can do, you can take your 3-finger grip, take some heat and bring it over the dubbing. Very fast. Hold it. Can you see the shape? Can you see the shape? Oh, it's so cool. Okay, now we're gonna glue on the eyes. And you can try this if you want, but it really works. It's a little bit tricky, but you know, baking soda is an accelerator for super glue. It really hardens up real nice, and it works great on these eyes with some, there are some glue on these eyes, and I'm gonna put them down on some baking soda. Yeah, because the little glue on the eyes, the baking soda is gonna attach itself to it, like that. I'm gonna leave them in this tray, just a tray with some baking soda. So I'm gonna spin my vise like that, so it's easier to put on the eye. Comb it back. I'm gonna show you where the eyes is gonna be, okay? So put on some super glue, not too much, and grab your eye. And push it a little bit. Hold it. Can you see? Oh man, perfect. It's really important that you don't put the eyes, you know, too far in the front. It's really important you have them there on the side of the fly, okay? Because then you're gonna make this plow in the front. It's almost like a wobbler, and the baking soda hardens the super glue like, yeah, you wouldn't even believe. It really works. So we're gonna put on the other eye. I'm gonna make sure we have some baking soda on it. I find it helps. Yeah. Put on some super glue. Don't overdo it. Maybe did overdo it. Maybe. Get your eye. It's a little bit fiddly with the you know. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect, perfect. Oh. And bada bim. Look, 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 look. Can you see? It's really important to have this cone. Yeah. This is going to make the fly move like crazy in the water. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm going to finish off with some varnish. Secure the wraps. Nice red head. Oh my lord. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna dip this fly in water and we're gonna put it on some paper, because then you get this, it just looks so fishy when you have it in the box. So, and Jørn Tore also does this with his flies. Can you see? He puts them in water and put them on some kitchen paper and they dry up and they really look fishy. That's a really neat trick to do. Look at this. This is gonna be upside down. Man, the color of this fly is like crazy. Okay. You know, you understand that this fly catches fish when you see it. Can you see? Man. So I'm gonna put it on some paper and dry it off. Look at the color. Look at it's sort of, you know, looks like meat. And the purple and the red tail. Yeah. That's why, you know, this fly got its name. They were fishing and they caught so many fish and they kind of shouted out, it's a real cool fly. And yeah, that's how it got its name. It really catches a lot of fish. So that's the fly. And once again, thank you, Jørn Tore, for the help with the fly. It's really cool. I hope you guys tie the fly and contact him if you want to buy some of his fly. You can just contact him on Instagram over there. Yeah, I'm gonna tie some of these flies myself, put them in my box. My box is looking pretty good. Can you see? It's quite filled up with flies. So yeah, I'm gonna leave a full material list down below in the description. Also a link to my sponsor, Nordisk Fiskeutstyr. They provide me with the materials for this fly. And also a link to my Patreon page if you want to become a Patreon. Okay, are we done? Yeah, thanks a lot. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.